Welcome. My name's Susan Young, Mindful Coaching. Today we're going to do a 20-minute meditation. It's Remembrance Day here, November the 11th, and Trump has just been elected. And so those things have come up in our discussions and explorations. They're going to be part of our meditation for today. So come into what is comfortable for you. You may be lying down, you may be seated on a bench or a cushion or in your chair. Come into a comfortable position for you. Close your eyes. Let the hands rest. Drop down into your body. Begin to deepen your breathing. And set the intention for stillness. Stillness of the body. As you settle today, allow your presence in this body of yours to expand. So maybe as you drop down into the body a little bit more, you also have a sense of inhabiting this body. You have a sense as you breathe in the whole head, not just sitting in the brain, but feeling into the face and the brain and the bones, the skull. As you breathe in, feel every part of your whole head soften. Feel all the little muscles pulling things together. Feel the earlobes in the ears. Feel the forehead and the eyes rest. Feel the cheeks and the nose and the lips soften. Let the jaws and the tongue release tension. As best you can, keep the mind focused, following my voice and being with the body. And when you notice your mind wandering, gently bring it back. Perhaps to the nostrils, if that's a place that's familiar and easy for you. And then expand on the next in-breath, including the neck and the throat, all four sides of the neck. Not striving or efforting, allowing the shoulders to be soft and the arms, the wrists and hands and fingers. Let the weight of your arms be heavy. And on your next in-breath, tune into the collarbones. Feel the depth back to the shoulder blades. Settle down more into your torso so you have a deep, intimate sense of the breathing rhythm, of the breathing rhythm as you inhale. What's moving in the body? And as you exhale, breathing deeply and full, but without efforting, without pushing in any way, allowing the breath to be full. Feeling the lungs moving in and out, feeling the heart beating, the ribs, front, side, and back expanding on the in-breath and contracting on the exhale. Feeling both the inside of the body and the outside, perhaps noticing the air on your cheek or forehead, the clothes against your skin. Feeling aware of the whole spine and all those nerve endings that reach across the back, reach around to the front, tuning into the belly, all the organs, the digestive organs, the big kidneys and liver, the excretion organs. Have a deep sense in your belly of all the things that are occurring in there in this body, happening automatically. Breathing in, I am aware. Breathing out, I am aware. And on your next exhale, move your awareness down to your buttocks. Tune into your hips and pelvic area. Feel your genitals, this whole area as you sit or lie here, breathing in, letting complete relaxation. Both inside the body and outside. And be aware of how the legs are attached, the ball joint, the ligaments, the muscles, as you move with your awareness down the legs to the knees, the complexity of that joint of the knees. Awareness of the shins and calves, all the bones inside, the skin out, down to the ankles and feet, top of the feet, bottom of the feet, toes, big toes, all the way down through each toe on both feet down to the baby toe. As you breathe in through the bottom of your feet and feel the whole body breathing in all the way up to the top of your head. Breathing out all the way down to the bottom of your feet, letting the breath go out through the bottom of your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Whole body completely relaxed. Deep, stable, steady breathing. No striving, no efforting, allowing. Gently guiding the mind back each time it wanders with no judgment. I invite you to bring into your heart a sense of perhaps a relative or someone you read about who actively engaged in a war, either recently or long ago, perhaps a grandfather, a mother, someone you've read about. And hold them either as an individual or as an idea in your heart for the young people, young men especially, who went to war with the belief or the idea and the actuality that they were helping their country. So many young men died. So much harm. And knowing you can hold this in this soft, relaxed body, know the truth of this. And if it feels right for you, invite a positive feeling around those people, maybe an honoring or a gratitude, something for those people all those years ago, and some wars now where people are defending themselves or supporting themselves or doing it because they believe it's the right thing to do. Whether you believe in war or don't, whether you feel whatever, allow the judgment of all of that to fall away and hold the people who are doing their best in a very difficult situation with compassion. And then as best you can, maybe tucking that up, wrapping it up, putting it in a box or in a part of your body that feels relaxed and safe, or putting it outside your body, like on a pillow. So letting it go, letting, whether that was intense for you or mild, letting it go, those memories and that focus. And now allow your attention to rest in the fact that the 47th president of America is a very different sort of person, and you may not support the choice that American people made. And you may be worried, devastated, anxious, fearful, both for Americans, for immigrants, for people who are gay, for people who are having reproductive rights, all kinds of people who will be impacted. Might spread up to Canada, it might spread to the States, this shift that's happening globally. It's going to ripple out. Notice your feelings or thoughts around this political situation. And now invite yourself to create a container for yourself. Perhaps it's something like a box or a glass, something with a lid, a glass jar with a lid, anything that your imagination thinks of. And sometimes when we become distressed, anxious, fearful, worried, sometimes we can put the whole situation into a box and surrender that to the great consciousness of all that is. So if that idea fits for you, you do that now in your mind's eye, opening up the box or a jar or a bag or anything that you think would be helpful to you, and put this whole situation into a box or whatever you've created in your mind's eye. If it doesn't fit for you, continue breathing. Continue to allow the body to be relaxed. And if you have put the situation in a box or a jar or a bag, close that now. And allow yourself to surround that box or container with compassion, like a radiant ball, like it's inside a ball of compassion. And feel that compassion build so your whole body is filled with a light of compassion for all the suffering, for the increased suffering that will happen as a result of this political decision, for the shift that we're going through globally, for the fear that that might create. Feel compassion for all of that complexity inside of you, and radiate that outward compassion for all that is, accepting the facts, the truth of the world as you know it, without knowing the outcome or the consequences, without really knowing what's going to happen. The invitation is to sit in, I don't know the outcome. I don't know the outcome. At this point, some say that's the best wisdom that we can do is, I don't know. If that feels right for you, invite that to settle into your belly, into your heart, into your whole body. I don't know what's going to happen. Let yourself stay soft and present. Sustain deep, stable breathing. Being with, I don't know. Feeling compassion and non-judgment radiate throughout the whole body. Feeling compassion and non-judgment radiate outward to all of those you know in your world. Radiate out to all of those you don't know. Holding all the beings. Stable, steady breathing in the body as you expand in your mind's eye with your heart of compassion and non-judgment, expanding wider and wider till you take in and hold the entire planet. Take in and hold our history as best you can, both this century, last century, and maybe for years and years, perhaps hundreds and thousands of years before that, this small planet spinning in this small galaxy on the edge of the Milky Way, this small planet holding compassion for this planet, radiating non-judgment and compassion. Breathing in, I am aware. Breathing out, I am aware. And now, if you have extended your energy outward, begin to pull it back in. Perhaps you've extended outward to the whole galaxy. Pull it into the world. Perhaps you've extended it historically. Pull that in. And then begin to pull back to your own self, sitting here in your room, on your chair, or lying down, or sitting on your cushion or bench. Come back to just you. Breathing in, I am aware. Breathing out, I am aware. And if it feels right for you, if you have a leaning, put a hand on a heart and a hand on your belly. And radiate inwardly compassion for yourself. For how hard it is to be a human being sometimes. Deep, profound, innocent compassion for yourself. And knowing that this compassion doesn't mean you don't take action, you don't make changes, you don't make a difference, but just for this moment, holding compassion without action, without striving, without effort. And maybe sitting with, I don't know, I don't know. And if you put your hands on your body, release them now, but feel the warmth. Now we're going to move from this meditation. So if you've eased or relaxed, kind of find yourself lengthening, maybe rolling your shoulders, have a sense of the room around you. Maybe the chair you're sitting on, the bed you're lying on, or the couch or the cushion you're sitting on. Begin to move the body even a little bit more, coming away from the stillness, but feeling the echo of that commitment to compassion and stillness. And then as you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back into this moment. Thank you for joining me.